Hey YouTube, Fredo here from the Triashketeers. I finally did your part 2 for your auras and that, gave you a little information so you guys can start to use this ability because it is an extremely useful tool. But I've had a few people message me about when the heart stops, about what I saw, when I crossed over, the light, the tunnel, the things of that nature. A lot of people are interested in this, and personally, my first death experience, because I was so young, I hadn't really much karma or experience built up, and I don't think I'm necessarily an older soul. I think I'm actually a newer soul. People that have old souls have a tendency to know that they have an old soul. I am not an old soul. What I really want is for people to just understand when I say that there is no death, that I really mean that there is no death. We are considered, guys, this is gonna sound freaking crazy, I know, but I'm telling you, you have to unlearn everything to learn the right way. But we are pan-dimensional beings, meaning we exist in different planes all at the same time. There's more than one of us. We're all the same being, but there's more than one of us. The way I could explain it, that most people would get, if they're close to my age, would be like Jet Li in The One. When he goes, each dimension has a different part of himself, and the more those are gone, the more powerful he becomes. Kind of that concept, but not really, but it gives you an idea of what I'm talking about. So it's a little strange, for people to think of it that way, but it really is the truth. I'm sure people have heard the Mandela effect and things of that nature, where we feel that we're being reprogrammed or whatever it may be, but what it seems to be, in my opinion, because this is my opinion, this one I can't tell you, is that we're getting little drops from parallel areas, and those are affecting what's going on right now. And I know that there's a lot of bigger scientific divisions between NASA and CERN and all these huge things that are messing with the fabric of matter. They're messing with the glue that holds everything together. They want to open a portal for mineral. They think that if they go through, they can find a power source that, that's unparalleled, which I'm sure they could. My problem is, what else are they going to find? Now you're getting into a realm of crazy stuff. So, here we go. Alright, so I explained to you in part 1, I got hit by the car, and what had happened at that point. Now, this is what happened after the car. When I stepped out into the street, which I do not remember even taking that step. Your brain, I guess, tends to block out severely traumatic things. It wasn't until years later that I actually got kind of a view of what I had did, So I stepped out into the street. The lady hit me, and when she hit me, she was traveling at such a rate that when she hit me, I was standing right here, and she hit this way. I did a cartwheel, put my shoulder into the glass and head, and then went over the car. I hit the vehicle behind her on the front, and then slid under the trunk of her car by the muffler, and I was burned really bad from the muffler and that too. So if you get an idea, it's kind of a boom 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 boom, like ping pong. Now I remember black first. That was the first thing. And I think that was just the loss of consciousness, obviously, or the loss of the heartbeat. And the first thing I remember was I was at home. Fine. I was standing in my house, walking down the hallway from the kitchen, doing a little jig because I love my music, and I was fine. Nothing. When I sat down on the couch, it's when I realized something wasn't right. Just something wasn't right. So I was walking around the house. I tried to get on the phone. Couldn't pick up the phone. Yeah. A little weird, right? So after this experience, which at that point I was dead, for several minutes, almost 5 minutes. After 3 minutes, you're considered clinical death, and then once you start getting higher, the higher you go, the less brain synapses you have. I was gone that long, and I was aware. I knew where I was at home, and I was fine. I didn't feel pain, I didn't feel anything. I didn't see a white light, I didn't see things of that nature, because I think because I was so young, I didn't have any karma or anything built up that at that point, had my soul needed to pass on, I would just reboot, and it would just put me in another part of myself, in another dimension. Same thing, I'm still there, I'm still with my family, I'm still with you guys, I'm still there. That's what makes it so insane, that people don't realize that. And the funny thing is that I have seen a tunnel. There is a tunnel. I've also seen the white light and walked into it, and I have seen some of these things. So some of it I can verify, and most of it, people that have NDEs, I think it's like 8 out of 10 see the tunnel. So that is a normal thing. I think what people don't realize is that it's a choice. It is a choice. When you pass away, if you were so guilty and regretful and what with your life, you have a choice. You can stay where you are when you pass away and try again in a different form. You can choose to go to hell and spend an eternity in hell. You can choose to go to the light and move on. Now, most people think that if you move to the light, that's when that's the big place. I can say, yes, if you go to the light, if you choose when you pass away to go to the light, you will become yourself. You will be a full pan-dimensional being. You will have all the powers. You will be able to basically do what you want just by thought. And that is just how it works. There is no death. There's no pain. There's no nothing. It is unbelievable as far as that is concerned. And I've asked, trust me, I've asked about it, and I've heard every damn excuse in the fucking world. There's nothing you can tell me that I haven't probably heard already as far as what it was. And I know what it is because I was told what it is. I know what it is. So, but that was my first experience. When I start delving into second, third, and fourth experience, fifth experience, and you'll start to see how things progressed, and then the side effects turn into something, something that has been actually messing with me a little bit now. So that's the idea. But those will be a lot more, detailed. This is just to give you an idea of my first time. Now you have to remember, at the age I was at, I wasn't really a sinner. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was a straight A student. I never hurt nobody in my life. So it makes sense that when I passed, I had a choice to make. It makes sense. But I can tell you for a fact that I went straight home. It was like I never walked out that door in the first place. It's the most insane feeling in the world when you know these things. So But any questions, comments, anything, please post them. Let me know what you want to hear. I'm here for you guys. I'm here trying to answer as much as I possibly can. It's a huge topic, so there's a lot to cover. And I'm just going to keep them pumping out, all right? I'm actually going to post probably 3 or 4 today so everybody can get an idea. And the next one I'm going to do is going to be on actual ghosts. Why we can't contact and communicate with them as well as we should be able to. So this is one that'll actually get you, I'm sure people will be interested in the fact of contacting somebody that has passed away. There are some warnings involved and some serious warnings involved, so I will go over all that. But thank you for listening, and like, share, add, whatever you need to do. Thanks.